Alright, so it's been kind of a dead week, not gonna lie. Not really much going on in the MMA space, but there's a few things I wanted to talk about. Recap the rankings and how I think they're a little uh, bullshit after UFC Macau, Peter Yan versus Davison Figueiredo. But other than that, I want to get into some cooking going on from JIRI Prohaska. We don't really get to see him shit talk a lot, but hey, this video says it all. Found by Reddit. Thank you, Reddit. One of the very rare times I use it. And then we get into Conor McGregor's case, but like no one really cares about that. Anyways, let's get to the rankings. All right, I'm pissed off. I really am. Now, if you don't know, I picked Figueiredo to beat Peter Yan. I thought Peter Yan was gonna go on a slide and be cut unjustly in the UFC. Not that Peter Yan's bad, I just thought Davison Figueiredo would be able to exploit the grappling a lot better than he did. Now, Peter Yan did put on a masterclass of striking in that fight. However, some important things to note, Davison Figueiredo is 36, but it was a masterclass in striking. It was an absolute elite level. Outlanded Davison Figueiredo in every single round. It was kind of a boring fight to start, but near the end it got a little bit heated. I like that. It was a really good fight between two bantamweight G's, we'll say. But my main problem with the rankings here, number one, I just noticed this, or I didn't just notice this, but John Jones being above Alex Pereira. Really? Out of the two 37-year-olds, one of them's finishing everyone in 2 rounds and, making a masterclass performance of striking in the fourth. But I guess you can justify putting Jones over Alex this one time, only because of their last fights. If we're including this year, I think we put Alex Pereira above Jones. But, let's just look at last fights, guys. But regardless of that one, so why am I pissed off? Because Peter Yan didn't lose ranking or go up. Neither did Davison Figueiredo. Wow, he's number 5. Wow. Damn. Okay. Well, I'm pissed off because he should be above Umar. I think a lot of people might be confused by this. Well, he just beat Davison Figueiredo. Okay, Umar just beat Corey Sandhagen. You know who has a win against Corey Sandhagen? Oh, Peter Yan. That's crazy. The Nugget Man himself. I find it very odd how people can defend Umar Nurmagomedov being number 2 in the division at all. I think Peter Yan should easily be number 2. Beat Corey Sandhagen way before Umar did, and now just got a 2-fight winning streak off Song Yadong and Davison Figueiredo, proving he's still top dog. Realistically, Peter Yan's 3 losses are to 3 former champions or champion. You have Aljamain Sterling, you have Merab, who is the current champion, and you had, Sean O'Malley, then Merab. Sean O'Malley, former champion. Merab, the champion. He hasn't lost to anyone here. He hasn't lost to an Umar Nurmagomedov. It makes sense to put him below Sean O'Malley, but he should be number 2. Especially if you're going to do O'Malley-Peter Yan, that should be next. I feel like that makes sense on the rankings. I know rankings don't make a lot of sense, but it kind of just pisses me off. It's just like, why? Like, this is just so obvious. You put Peter Yan above Umar because Peter Yan whooped Corey Sandhagen way before Umar did. Like, I just don't understand. And if you're curious on why I'm saying this, yeah, his last losses aren't that bad, and of course, it's not going to load more. Gotta love this site. But if we just look at Peter Yan, what was it, 2021? Yeah, 2021. He whooped Corey Sandhagen in a 5-round decision. Exact same way. Ignore the striking numbers. But he just outlanded, pretty much. He outstruck. Corey Sandhagen had like 1 or 2 dominant rounds, but wasn't able to get the pace going, we'll say. But he did lose to Aljamain Sterling. Some people say that fight was close. I think it was easy, Aljamain. But, you're free to think what you want to think, personally. But, yeah, I'm just kind of like, I think Petr Yan should genuinely jump over Umar, and you would do Petr Yan, O'Malley for #1 contender. I feel like there's no reason to have Umar actually fight for the belt. He does only have 1 win on Corey Sandhagen. Corey Sandhagen's last win was it Rob Font? There's no way it was Rob Font, right? And there's no... What? Sandhagen. There's no way his last win was Rob Font, right? Come on, load. My internet's just shit for the past couple days. There we go. Oh my god, it was. Oh my god. Oh, I'm a Corey Sandhagen fan, but like, Song Yadong, Marlon Chito Vera, and Rob Font are your last wins. Petr Yan's over fucking Davison Figueiredo's better because Davison just came off a Rob Font win. Yeah, I just think it makes no sense how Petr Yan's not #2. And how Umar is just... Well, he just gets a free title shot, guys. I mean, it is what it is, you know? It's kind of dumb. Anyone defending it, I think they're dumb. Other than, oh, it's going to be a big pay-per-view because it's fucking Umar versus Merab. Woo! Woo! Grappling fest. Woo! You know? But anyways, with that being said, moving on to the next docket on the list. JIRI Prochazka is cooking Jamal Hill. I love to see this. Now, if you haven't seen it, basically, I'm not going to play the video. I'm going to encourage you to go watch it on your own, even though it's 50 seconds. Basically, it's like what's here. Jamal Hill basically was talking smack about Magomed Ankalaev, and I think he was about to talk smack about JIRI Prochazka, because we have... sent some messages, JIRI Prochazka sent some messages to Jamal Hill and Magomed Ankalaev. Jamal, don't speak about my performances. In your last fight, you didn't show nothing. Same to Ankalaev. In your last 3 fights, you showed totally nothing. True warrior with the show championship. Fighting potential. You know? True samurai. No, but, yeah, no, he just basically cooks Jamal. He's the whole time he's like little broing him with his tone of voice. I kind of like this, you know. I'm a JIRI Prochazka fan. I did pick Alex to win in the second fight. I think the first 2, I think I was an Alex D rider, but you know, it is what it is. JIRI Prochazka cooking Jamal Hill. Now this is beef I'm interested in. We have true samurai warrior versus the ultimate heel in Jamal Hill. This could get interesting. This could get interesting at the press conference for UFC at 311. You know, I can see Jamal Hill just bringing up, bro, you got knocked out twice in a row, you know? And then, you know, JIRI could fire back, you got knocked out in round 1, and not true samurai warrior, you know? I really like this. I really like this. I think it's fun. I think it's great for the division. Let's keep this division healthy. You know, let's get some shit talk, you know? Let's put some necks on the line so when someone loses, we can be like, yo, cue the edits, you know? I can't wait for that. I'm pretty excited about it. This shows, like with JIRI Alex, it's like, I have nothing but respect for my opponent. He is true warrior. Warrior. You know? He uses voodoo, but I will push past the voodoo. You know? Overall, just not really much shit talk coming from JIRI. I think this might be the first time JIRI's like little broing someone, and I really like this. You know, you don't really see a lot of high-level fighters, little bro. You have the Aljamain Sterlings, you have the Merabs, where they're like, I fight, I cook, I clean for my wife, I am fighter, you know? And then you have Aljamain being like, yeah, a lot of respect for my opponent, you know, but I'm just gonna go out there and beat him, you know? Poop stain Sterling, you know? But no, I'm excited. This is kind of cooking for UFC. I really do enjoy this. I like this a lot, man. But moving on, we have someone no one really cares about. It's the Conor McGregor pleading guilty in sexual assault case. Some people are taking this a little too far. Some people are like, yo, he raped this woman, blah, 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 blah. Now, when you look further into the case, it's really weird. You have a guy coming out the day of, I think around the same time that Conor McGregor was accused of this case. The guy came out and said, "Oh yeah, I had sex with that woman twice that night, right after Conor McGregor." Okay. And then I believe he got pleaded innocent, so he wasn't doing raping. And we need to also respect the fact that this woman was married at the time, sexual intercourse at a party with multiple men, not just McGregor. Little odd, but okay. Hey, slay queen, I guess, in 2024 is what I have to say. Otherwise, the Canadian government is going to take me down. But, yeah, no, I just think it's, like, a really weird case. I'm not, like, I don't really care about this case at all. Conor McGregor does look like the type of gentleman who, might be guilty, you know? He definitely has been on the booger sugar recently. I think he even admitted to it, or tested positive for it. I can't remember. But regardless, it's not looking good for McGregor, alright? He's been dropped by Proper 12. Hitman has removed him from the game. He is in shambles. What are we going to do with his career? Now he's no longer in Hitman. I think he was also a DLC character in a... Ooh, I can't remember. The Yakuza game, I think. In the Yakuza series, he was a DLC character or something. He's been pulled from that. So McGregor's just losing all of his deals, basically. It's not looking good for McGregor. He might want to stop making the McGregor curse be in effect, you know? But, no, he pleaded guilty or whatever. Or no, he was determined to be guilty. He's trying to go for a... where is it? Yeah, he wants to appeal it. Wants to appeal the ruling after being decided that he was guilty. Will the appeal go through? Maybe. This case is really weird. The problem is that, like, would McGregor realistically do this to D. Devlin? Basically cheating and then the other stuff. But, like, possible. Let's not, like, pretend McGregor's this innocent little child who could do nothing wrong. A lot of people get to the top very sporadically, and they just end up doing some of the, you know, booger sugar. They end up going down a little bit of a rocky time. This might be McGregor's rocky time, but this is also a case where it's like the woman in this isn't exactly like an innocent woman. She just literally admits to cheating on her wife, or cheating on her husband multiple times. And then also the guy coming out of the woodworks being like, "Oh yeah, I had sex with that woman twice that night. Ah, shit, just take me in general, you know, like, I don't know, it's just a weird case. I'm just gonna wait for more shit to come out. Can McGregor come back from this? Probably not. This is probably like a Johnny Depp case where it's just like GG's. Your career's kind of just like done with. I really hope the UFC moves on. Dana White seems like he's got a hard-on for anything related to Conor McGregor. And it's like, yeah, the Conor fight's happening this year, guys. 3 years ago. Guys, Conor McGregor, he's coming back this year. 2 years ago. Guys, he's doing Ultimate Fighter, and after the Ultimate Fighter, he has to come back and fight Chandler. I'm going to make that fight. Literally, like, last year. Yeah, it's just a disappointment. Or was that this year? I can't even remember. It's been so long. No, this year was Shevchenko, Grasso, I think. So, yeah, I don't remember. I don't care. But, yeah, McGregor's shadow is just coming to an end. Like, I don't know about you guys. I just don't care. You know? Like, McGregor doesn't fight. He's kind of just acting. And in the films he's acting, it's not like, it's like, oh my god, that film's one of the best of all time. It's like, oh, he's a villain in Roadhouse. You know? I don't care. You know? But, yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to cover today. Mainly the rankings thing is what I care about, because I do think it's unjust that Umar is just like, yeah, guys, he deserves it because he beat Corey. Corey's last 3 fights were fucking Song Yadong, which Peter Yan just beat, and Rob Font and Chito Vera. Chito Vera sucks. He's not even close to being in contention for a belt here. And Figueiredo just whooped, was it Chito Vera he just whooped? I think he actually did just whip Chito Vera, right? I think he beat Cheeto and Rob Font, and that's why he's number 5. I think that's what it is. But, yeah. So, Figueiredo was on his track to be, like, the next title shot holder, and Petr Yan just whooped his ass. For 5 rounds. You know, Umar's one ranked win is Corey Sandhagen, and he's been knocked out, and I know his record is flawless, but he was literally knocked out by Beksat Almakhan. If you go back and watch that fight, he was out. He shot for a takedown as soon as he woke. That's the only reason why they continued the fight. And in the post-fight speech, he literally said he was knocked out. Terrible performance against an unranked opponent. And then he barely beats Corey Sandhagen, where Petr Yan had a close decision with Corey Sandhagen, but that was like 3 years ago. I'm pissed with that. But JIRI's cooking in the kitchen, you know, in his outdoor kitchen, as I'm sure we're all aware. But yeah, just thought it'd be interesting to talk about. With all that being said, I daily upload, I daily stream, come out, hang out, you know, question me on some MMA topics. I don't give a fuck. Question me on Star Wars topics, Lego topics. I don't give a fuck, alright? But with all that being said, thank you for watching. As always, I hope you have a good day.